Welcome back to No Fixing, Just Truth. Today's video is going to be just a little different than previous videos. There's a warning that I want to give you right now that there's going to be a little session on this video that might make you feel uncomfortable. I do feel the need to expose just a little bit of one of my seizures before I go on further into epilepsy. I had never seen myself have a seizure. Technology was really different back in the 80s and 90s. I'm that old, but my seizures aren't that old, thank goodness. Technology was different back in the 80s and 90s, and I had never seen myself seize before. I am going to make an educational video here in the near future so people can see what a full seizure looks like. Not to scare them, but really just so people can know. People really need to know. They can know what to do, what not to do. So we're just going to have just a really short session of one of those in this video. So after I had my first seizure, I guess it would have been my second seizure as an adult, I went to my family doctor, and my family doctor put me on the medicine that I requested, which was a medicine that I had taken a majority of my childhood, because I tried a lot of medicines in my childhood, and there was one that never really let me down. It didn't necessarily work better than anything else, but it never caused any really strange side effects. Because if you read the side of any epilepsy prescription bottle regarding the side effects, it's like a novel. There's so much to it. So anyway, okay, so I went to my family doctor and I was put on my childhood medicine, and that was in January. I made my first appointment with the neurologist at Kansas University. Amazing hospital. Amazing hospital. I guess I can't speak for the other departments, but I can speak for the neurology department. Epilepsy. Amazing. So my family doctor put me on medicine. I instantly started feeling the effects of it. I instantly was just wiped out. My brain was lifeless almost. I couldn't finish my thoughts. I had no energy. My appetite was up, down, and all around. I was just tired. I was just so tired. So tired. Everything just felt slow. Even though I wasn't having a seizure, my brain was functioning like I should, which I did later find out that when I thought I wasn't having a seizure, I probably was. It was just one that was so small that I didn't feel it, but my brain felt it. I'm rambling. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do this just out of my head instead of out of the script that I wrote. So kind of comparing me natural as opposed to me reading. I guess maybe I'll read a little. I'll confess. Okay. So when I finally got to see my neurologist, it had been 4 months since I had seen my doctor, 4 months that I had been on my medicine. And I felt like I hit the jackpot when I saw my neurologist. She was very pregnant and going on maternity leave. So her boss came with her to my first appointment, who just happened to be the director of the epilepsy department at Kansas University. Very intelligent woman. And she was going to be my doctor while my neurologist was on medical leave. So it was like I got my cake and I got to eat it too. That was at the end of April, and I was told that they wanted to get me on a video EEG for 1 to 2 weeks. And I'm thinking, great, here we go. Here's another long wait. However, scheduling told me we just happen to have an opening next week. Would you like it? Yes, I would love it. So sure enough, they got me scheduled, and the following week I was hooked up to the EEG, and I was monitored all the time. They took me off my medicine. I was just on the one medicine at the time, just on the medicine from my childhood. So they hooked me up and started watching me. And I still remember at night they would come in multiple times and wake me up. Sandra, are you okay? Are you okay? And I would get so frustrated. I'm like, yes, I'm fine. I'm sleeping. Just let me sleep. Okay, well, your scans, your EEGs doesn't look like you're fine. So we just wanted to make sure you were fine. Finally, on the third night, they agreed to just let me sleep. And if I woke up and needed them, I would push the button. So I slept, let's see, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I slept fine through the third night. And then Thursday, let me read about that one, because Thursday was when it came back, was when the seizures came back. Thursday morning, I knew something was coming. I knew something wasn't right. I had a guest. It was a dear friend of mine that I've had for decades. And we were having a conversation. And I remember thinking, this feeling just needs to go away. It needs to go away, because I didn't feel right. And I tried to continue the conversation, but it just kept increasing and increasing and increasing. So finally I reached over and I pushed the button, and he kind of stopped talking, and he was like, are you okay? And I remember saying, well, you know what? I'm just going to let you watch it. How about that? How about I just let you watch what happened when I was having a conversation with somebody, and the feeling came, and the feeling intensified. And then it intensified more, and then it intensified more. You might not be able to understand me all that well, but I'm saying that things like I'm scared, go get my mom, I want my mom. I was talking a lot about my mom. And then in the background, you hear my friend leave. And that's the last that I remember, was my friend saying that he was leaving. And my memory just went blank after that. But I'm still awake. You can't see the seizure yet, but clearly it was happening. So I'm going to let you watch what happened. It's just going to be, I don't know, a minute or two of working up into a seizure. I will tell you that the intensity of what you will see happens after I turn. I do start using some foul language, and I do apologize. I've learned that that is something that sometimes I say when I'm going into a seizure, and it's out of fear, and I don't remember saying it. I have no control over it, so I do apologize for some of the verbiage that you'll hear. But my cussing starts, and I take off my glasses, and then I turn. And then when I turn back, that's when I'm in the full grand mal seizure. I will turn it off shortly after that. I should say very quickly after that, so you don't have to see very much of it. But here we go. I do have this last minute insert to put in after I started editing the video. This seizure is the very first one I had seen as well. This is not one that was sent home to me. This is actually one that my neurologist showed me on her laptop. So I'm talking in the background. She's talking in the background. So that's what all the noise is. Just to clarify. Enjoy.
Button, and I'll fast forward through some parts, but fast forward a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit more.
There you go.
Yeah, this is when you start really feeling it. Yeah. This is the one I was talking about where you were calling for your mom.
That's the last thing I remember. I remember Greg leaving.
Oh, really?
Oh my God, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen.
You were right, though. You kept saying that, and it did happen.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I know where I'm at. Yeah. Here it comes. Okay. Shit.
There's nothing I can do about it, and I hate that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there it comes. Here it comes. There it is. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! All right.
Here's my turn into the right. Oh my God.
In your face, that's like tonic movements of your face and your arms.
Oh my
And then you
God.
start having the bilateral tonic clonic, the shaking.
Oh my God.
I look at the left, eyes blinking.
And then it goes on with the shaking for a bit, and then you're confused.
That can be intense. And like I said, that was just a very little portion of it. And, you know, I can't control how people choose to perceive me as somebody with epilepsy. I learned that both as an adult and as a child. All I can do is show up as the best version of myself as I can, because the truth is, you can't hide who you truly are for very long, no matter what you're facing. I do feel truly blessed that I'm far enough in this journey that I can share both my struggles and the strength that came with it. And I believe in the redeeming power of truth. So I choose to give that to God. I hope that you handled this well. I hope that you learned even a little from this. There is more to come. I am going to have, like I said, an educational video of seizures, or of a seizure, where I will show the full thing, what somebody looks like. That way, hopefully, if, heaven forbid, you ever see it, you'll have a little bit of, I don't want to say training, but for lack of better words, I'll say experience with it. But thank you very much for listening. Just please remember that this podcast is not about fixing ourselves. It's about telling and showing the truth as it becomes clear. Very grateful. Thank you.